Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this is What If Deku was promised to a Kitsune, part 4. As we start we start our episode off in overside a Japanese village in the feudal Japan era. As you have a woman with white hair, spotting some ears and some tails, as she walks out of one of the houses, dragging one of the villagers behind her, while the man's not responding for being dragged. As the woman has a grin on her face, as she tosses the human in the middle of the street. There's not really streets during that time, so pathway, I guess you would call it, whatever. As he throws him, I'll just say street. As she throws him in the middle of the street. As Kagura looks around to engulf in her handiwork. As she takes it all in. As there's screams of humans scattering, trying to find their families. The town's on fire. As you have Kagura with a devilish grin. As she starts laughing psychotically. As Kagura noticed three men coming towards her. Look what we got here. You're making this far too easy for me, humans. You're just seeking for death. As the three men stop their demon, we're gonna put the end to your evil. I don't know, your. Give me a second here. We will not, demon. We will not let you corrupt this land and spread your corruption. Oh, humans. As she noticed, they're monks. As all three of them start chanting something. As the monks chant something, a magical construct appears in front of Kagura, like a box. As I gotta admit, that's the pretty neat little trick you got there. But that's not gonna work on me. As she taps it, taps the wall of the construct as it shatters. As Kagura just slowly walks over there with a crooked smile. The three monks starts throwing talismans at Kagura. As Kagura giggles, as she finds that amusing. Something like this might hurt a younger of my species, but not me. And she just swipes them out of the way. Well, it's been fun. But it's time to move on to the next village. As she has a smug grin as foxfire ignites from her hand as she burns the three monks alive. As, as Kagura wakes up from bed, breathing heavy. Kagura, what's wrong? It's the middle of the night. Sorry, that's a bad dream, Izuku. As she lays back down against Izuku's chest, she's kind of embarrassed a little bit. What of, Kagura? Just some old memories. We should probably get to sleep. We have I know we're supposed to be training, but we have to go to Class 1A to get everything all set up. Azawa wants us to see us in the morning to explain what facilities you could use for training and everything like that. As Kagura and Izuku go back to bed, as they wake up the next morning, as Izuku and Kagura hear loud explosions outside. As Kagura, guess it's that explosive kid. Yeah, that's definitely that idiot. Let's go see who he's fighting. What's the racket? Sorry, Oraka. As when he finally got downstairs, Bakugo, he got in a fight with one of the students from Class 1B. Deku sees a well, sees a boy, well, from Class 1B. Behind him is a woman with fox ears and foxtail, a Kitsune. As you have Bakugo throwing explosions at this kid, as he's was very low. Sorry, with very less effort. He's dodging it like it's nothing. Trash. As he shoots the light, electricity at his hand. As a stone fist comes out of the ground, hits Bakugo in the face as he goes flying up. As the kid jumps up in the air, uses wind uses the wind as a wind pressure as he knocks him back down. As the kid just slowly floats down. After you chumps, we're here to see Izuku Midoriya. It's the female Kitsune. Announce. As Bakugo screams and rushes at this new guy. Without looking, he extends his hand, freezes Bakugo in place. As he's like, trash. Not worth my effort. Izuku sees that. What the hell is this quirk? So which one of you is Izuku Midoriya? As he scans the crowd, the crowd, everyone from Class 1B, Class 1A, it rushes over to see what's going on. Bakugo getting his ass handed to him. As Izuku looks over to Kagura, as she's pissed. The the nerve of them. Relax, Kagura. I'll handle this. Let me do the talking. I'm Izuku Midoriya. What do you want from me? As Izuku walks closer to the Class 1B member. So you're Izuku Midoriya, the real power behind Class 1A. I'm Kira. And I'm here and now to you. Now. I'm declaring war on you at the sports festival. When we fight, no matter what event it takes form, I will crush you. Whoa. As this, Kitsune gets up to Kagura, when I heard the rumors that the Kagura got herself a human, I had to check it out. After all, it was your reputation. Humans don't last good. Don't live long. With your past treatment of them. Choose your next words very closely. I promise, Izuku told me to stay out of it, and I will. But if you push my buttons, I'll kill you. Well, she looks over Izuku. Well, he's not bad looking. I might take him. As Kagura, what? You heard me. I might take him off your hands. I don't think so. If you dare touch him or even look at him in his direction, I'll rip out your heart. We'll see. We cup at the cup over to Izuku and Kara. I full know what your quirk is, Izuku. Mine is called Quirk Element. As Izuku, why are you telling me your quirk? Simple, Izuku. It it doesn't matter if you know my quirk or not. You're still gonna lose. So you better not lose until we come face to face, Izuku. I look forward to our match. Rin, we're leaving. Stop antagonizing the girl. Well, the Kitsune. We have training to do. Really? Fine, I'm coming. And she just hops over to Kira. So what you take on the Izuku guy? He would be a adequate challenge. What about the fox? She has a vicious reputation, but I think I could take her. Did you seriously need to antagonize her the way you did? Jealous? No, none of the sort. I full know where that you wouldn't you would not get involved with anyone else. Yeah, I know, Carrie. You're the love of my life. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Let's get something to eat. I'm starving. Ziki watches watches them. Oh, sorry. Looks at them as they walk away. As Kagura comes from beside him, grabs onto his arm. Kagura, yeah, Izuku, we're gonna crush them. We have the same idea. As soon as we're done with whatever we have to do for Izawa, we need to train immediately. Unders, very well. But it's very suspicious, Kagura. What is it, Izuku? With his abilities, he should be in Class 1A. Why is he in Class 1B? That's what's puzzling me by what we've seen today. Well, at least what I saw of his quirk. I don't know how far his mastery of the element he has. But we definitely saw air, earth, and ice. And I'll talk to Iraka, see if we missed any elements that he didn't show. If I didn't go over the class president, they did announce it. Momo and Momo and Ida. The same thing happened in canon, but Momo's because I hate Ida. Momo gets the president and Ida gets the vice president because screw that guy. So yeah, and they did have during his training session they did have to work on their schooling. They were the teachers left them up to him up to them the students to schedule their time between studying and training for the sports festival and getting all their hero gear all ready for the event. As Izuku and Kagura, they begin very harsh training. As you have Izuku in the middle of the forest, as Kagura is with them, as they're facing off each other. as Kagura disappears, as she reappears right in front of Izuku, about to sock him the side of the face. As Izuku blocks it, as that pushes him back quite a bit. As Izuku goes on the offense, as he does a barrage of punches and kicks, as Kagura gracefully dodges out of the way, as she elbows him in the side of the face, as Izuku goes flying, hitting a tree, knocking it down. Is that all you got, love? You're gonna have to do a lot harder than that. That was nothing but a love tap. Izuku gets up. I tend to forget how powerful she is. Izuku throws a couple of energy blasts at Kagura. As Kagura have a cocky grin as she compresses her foxfire into an energy blast herself. As the blast collides, as there's a big explosion, as Izuku, all he can see is the dust, as Kagura finally comes into view, as she's gesturing him to pick up the pace. You charge it up an attack, as he creates a energy spear, as it goes towards the middle of the air. As the minute it hits the destination, it shoots off into miniature balls of energy, scattering the whole surrounding area. As there's hundreds of small explosions going off. As Kagura's jumping in the air. As she threw a wave of fire at Izuku. Izuku threw out some fire from using his energy manipulation. As the two blasts of fire collide, as there's a loud explosion. As Kagura came from behind, as she kicked Izuku side of the face, as he goes flying, as she appeared in front of him, grabbed him by the face, and slammed him into the ground. As Izuku coughs up spit from the sheer impact force of her strength. Do you give up, Izuku? No, I don't. I would check up above you. As there's three smaller orbs in front of her, above her, as it shoots out energy beam, as it slowly, gets smaller as the orbs slowly shrink from each blast. As Izuku full on force blasts Kagura while she jumps backwards as she gets hit. As Izuku uses his energy manipulation as a green aura form around Izuku as he bursts in speed as he flickers in front of Kagura while she's in mid-flight as he socks her across the face as she goes flying, hitting it into a couple trees, going through a couple trees and hitting a side of a small mountain. Kagura casually gets up, dusts off the dirt off her clothes. That's a much improvement, Izuku. I think we're done for right now. I gotta say, Izuku, you impressed me. I know you were holding back. Just a little bit. But your mastery of your quirk is getting a lot better. You just need to stop playing with your foes a little. Shorten that time frame, and then I think you'd be good to go. But we're going to continue this method for the whole time we've been training. Sorry. For how much time we have left. As they continue this method of brutal training, as Kagura believes the best teacher is experience. And while getting proper experience through learning through fighting, Also she's training his quirk at the same time. During this training, she's been slowly pushing Izuku past his limits, slowly. Not too fast or not too slow, but a steady pace that he will see improvements by the end of the time that they got left for training. We cut to the night before the sports festival. So Izuku, you ready for tomorrow? Yeah, I'm ready, Kagura. We're gonna show that Kira and his Kitsune friend. We're gonna show them we're the one in power. We're number one here. We're the alphas, if you want to go that method. As she gets his attention, and she stares into his eyes. But if we face each other, don't hold back. Don't worry, Kagura. I have no intention to hold it back against you. I would not live to see the night. Exactly. As long as you don't hold back against me, if we face each other, if there happens to be a one-on-one portion of this sports festival, and I'll be watching your every match to see if any of the female a variety of the students here get too handsy with you. As long as you don't kill them, Kagura, you can do whatever you want. As she has a genuine smile, as they lay down. They finally lay down for the night. As we cut to the next day, as the sports festival has been announced, as Midnight's the one taking charge of the and doing the whole announcing the matches and everything. As they inform of how the sports festival is going to work, he walks up to the podium as Midnight has him the microphone. Name's Izuku Midoriya. I could, you, I expect everyone to give it their all that expiring speech and all. Now that out of the way, Kira, I'm gonna crush you. Struggle all you want, no matter how powerful your quirk may be. Your fate would be around the same that everyone else's who challenged me. You will be beneath my feet. That's all. As he walks off, hands the mic to Midnight. I won't be able to get the whole sports festival, but I'll get probably the race down. I don't know how long this episode is going to be because I have to be at work in about an hour. So let's. I have to be at a house at least 5 o'clock. So it's 4 or 7. So let's get on to this. What if, as everyone's getting their places for the whole race, and it's like everyone's out for themselves except for Kagura and Izuku, and of course the other team, Kira and Ren. As the moment the doors open from that metal gate or whatever it is, slides upwards, everyone starts running out. As Shoto did his whole ice thing. As Izuku and Kagura just blasted, they walked casually up there as they blast a hole in it. As Izuku goes in for a full-on sprint, so does Kagura. As until they come to two 3-pointers, one on the right, one on the left. As Izuku and Kagura did a zigzag line up to the 0-pointers, as they vaporize them with fire. As they start going, taking out any nearby any that were in their way. Occasionally helping, some of the classmates that, didn't really fully prepare for the situation. As Izuku, as Izuku begins using his green aura, enchanting, his using energy manipulation to, to fly. He just straight up flew. As he grabs onto Kagura, as Kagura, sits in his arms, as she has her hand or arm wrapped around Izuku's neck. As he will fly passes everything. He really doesn't need to worry about climbing the rope. The rope is not an issue. The minefield, yeah, he doesn't need to do anything with that. He didn't even bother. Yeah, he's like, minefield, huh, neat. As he flies over it. Izuku gets first place. Kira gets second. And, let's say, you know what, let's give third place to Shoto. As Shoto got third. As we have the Cavalry battle. We have Izuku Kagura. I don't know, like, who she was allowed, because I don't think she would allow any of the. Yeah, she would not allow anyone else, as he would jump in Izuku's arms. He got the 10 million or whatever points, so, the 10,000 or whatever. Whatever. He got the points, so. Everyone did try to eye for him, challenge him for the ribbons and everything, but Kagura just jumps in Izuku's arms as Izuku floats up, as he flies up and they can't get to him, so he just him and Kagura, start making out as, yeah, that's pretty much all he did. And the time went off and Izuku won. They announced the one-on-one battles. As they announced the first one's up, as it's Izuku against Shinzo, like canon. Shinzo did try to. Kagura was watching the match with great interest because Izuku's in it. Shinzo starts saying some vulgar stuff about Kagura. Izuku doesn't know about his quirk whatsoever, but he's just going to sit. He's going to keep quiet. I mean, sorry, the same person did mention about his ability. That's the only intel he has on Shinzo quirk at the moment, because I don't know if they met beforehand or not. If I made that happen, it might be another what if. So I just whatever. Let's continue. If they haven't met, this is their first time meeting. So I'll probably if they have met, I'll probably get in a comment down below. I'll fix it if I need to in the next episode. But for right now, let's say they haven't met, just for convenience. As Izuku, as midnight tells him to begin, as Izuku immediately shoots his energy, as he shoots an energy beam straight at Shinzo, as he goes flying strictly into the wall. Have Izuku flipping a coin on his way back to the locker rooms, as everyone's booing because it was a short match. As percent Mike, it might have been the shortest in UA history. So Izuku's breaking records. He's breaking a lot of records. So yeah, the other heroes are taking note to Izuku early on. Cut back to the League of Villains as Shigaragi's get everything set up. Gary. After a few minutes, is it start recording it immediately. I do not want to miss a single event. I want to know exactly what his quirk actually does. As Shigaraki is studying Izuku, Izuku made quite an impression at him at the USJ. So he's recording everyone's performance at the sports festival so he can research it some more and come out with a better game plan for the events that's going to transpire at the training camp. The moment Izuku walked into the hallway, Kagura rushes over there and jumps on him and gives him a hug. And she's like, "Well, that match was easy for you. Hopefully your matches are like that all until you get to me, of course. Don't worry, my love. If we come to face, like I said, I won't damage that pretty face of yours." Kagura starts giggling as she's having fun teasing Izuku. As Midnight announced the next fight. As they announced the next fight, as the next fight's getting ready to begin. Come on, Kagura. Let's check out our competition. Very well. I highly doubt we'll have any trouble. Outside of two. My thoughts exactly. We need to watch their fights extremely closely, especially those two. As they go to the bleachers and to watch the fight with the rest of the Class 1A. As we're going to stop it there, guys. A good spot to leave it off. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judge my time zones, or wherever you are at the current moment. I'll see you in the next video.